it's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia, and I'm here to show you another card using Painted Seasons stamp set. Can you tell I'm in love with it? I've got so many projects this week showing this stamp set because I am just absolutely, totally and utterly in love with this stamp set. You are going to have to want this stamp set. So this is the card that we're making together today. Yet, of course, in true Kylie style, we're going to completely change the colours, and I'll show you how versatile this stamp set is. So obviously here it's looking amazing in the autumn colours with the Old Olive, Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze. What other colour have we got there? I think that's the main ones. Crushed Curry. And I even put a little bit of crumb cake, the little stars, the little dotty bits there. So it's a really, really versatile and gorgeous set. I love the texture to it, that 3D look that it has. And it's just so, so beautiful. Now, the only way that you're able to get this stamp set at the moment is if you sign as a demonstrator and add it to your starter kit or order it after you join. The other way to get it is to wait until the 15th of February. And the only possible way to get it after the 15th is to place a $180 order, and you will get a bundle where you'll get the stamp set and some paper to go with it. So it's a really, really good option right now to think about joining, because it's $169 to join here in Australia, but you get $315 of any product you like. Amazing! Why wouldn't you join? That's $146 of free product. So that is my number one tip for you if you know that you're in love with this stamp set and you have to get it today. Join. So let's jump in and we'll make this card together using completely new colours. Are you excited? I am. I'm really excited about this card. Who knows how it's going to turn out, because of course I haven't tested these new colours. I'm just, seeing how we go. Flying by the seat of my pants as usual. So these are our colours that I've chosen: Mint Macaron, Blushing Bride, Highland Heather and Smoky Slate. Love these colours together. It's going to be really interesting to see how this stamp set comes up in the subtle colours. It's going to be even more subtle and even more soft, because even with the bright, like strong regals, even some of the in colour, the bold in colours, it really settles it down. So let's have a look and have a play. Now, one of the things that I decided, you might see here, I've got some beautiful Mint Macaron Baker's Twine, and I'll show you what I've done with that, because here I used the gorgeous linen thread on this one here, but I've decided to just mix things up a bit because I didn't think the linen thread goes well with this style of card. I mean, you're welcome to try it, but I thought I'd just try something new. So what I have here, I've got the half an A4 cut vertical, but most do it widthwise. I just like to do it vertical. Let's get my bone folder, and I'll fold that, burnish the edge. There we go. And then I have these two layers here. So one is the insert, which is in metric, the 14.4 by 10.5. I'll get my little templates out, card templates. This time I will pop up the link. I'm sorry I didn't do it last video. So there's your base, 14.9 by 21 centimeters. There's the insert, the Whisper White insert, 14.4 by 10 centimeters. And you can make these templates yourself. I do have pictures and links on how you can do this, just so that you always have them ready to go. I have them in both imperial and metric because I do tutorial bundles. By the way, if you haven't signed up, we have the tutorial bundle subscription happening right now in February, and it's only 1 month that you get the subscription. So there's 12 tutorial bundles from 12 amazing demonstrators around the world that you will receive every month for 6 months. However, if you sign up for the subscription, you only pay for 5 months. So you get a month for free. It's normally $20. Now, you are welcome to buy them individually. It's $20 a month to get them individually, but the subscription is great because I break up the cost So it still only costs you the $20 per month. You don't have to do it all together in one go. And then you get the 1 month for free. So it's a really great idea if you sort of want more ideas, particularly with new and current product. Demonstrators are also welcome to purchase it, and it'll give you a lot of inspiration. I know that you'll love that. So I'll pop up the link below. You'll see it later on. Now these measurements here, we've got the 9 centimeters by 13.4, and I still haven't done my little base for the other one. I should create that, but it's just 0.3 of a millimeter larger. So you can see it's just a tiny little bit. So it's 9.3 by 13.7 centimeters. So they're your measurements. That's all you need. If you're doing it in the Imperial, we need our card base. Hopefully you can see that okay. Card base here. And then we have the 5 1/8 inch by 3 7/8 of an inch. And then your next layer is this one here, the 5 inch by 3 3/4 inch. And then your inside, do I have a little, oh, it's probably inside. That's already there. 4 inch by 5.25. So there's all your measurements there. Can you see them okay? Sorry for the shadows. One day I will work out how to fix that. I've got to get lighting behind me or something. So that's all the measurements for the card we're making now. So we've got that one. Don't want to mix these up. I've got mid macarona, mid macarona. I'm trying to create chaos here. It's not hard to do with Kylie around. Kylie is chaos. So we've got our card base. Our insert will pop over there for now. We don't need our bone folder anymore. And what we're going to do is just stamp on our top layer, the smallest layer. And we're going to create our own kind of like a DSP, really. It's creating your own pattern using the stamps. And I'll give you my little tips when you're doing something like this. Firstly, I like to open everything up and have it all ready. So I've got the mint macaron, I've got my Highland heather, I've got my beautiful smoky slate and my blushing bride. And I've also put everything on blocks. So I definitely knew I wanted to have the flower and the blushing bride. But with these type of cards, it's not too strict that you have to stick to a colour that you think goes with a flower. Like you could do the flower and mint macaron and it'll still look amazing. So what I like to do, just sort of start from the edge to begin with. Oh, look at that. So pretty. So I'll just do those two for now, because you can always start, particularly with your larger images, it's good to sort of start and then you can always add in, and you want to sort of go to the center as well. So my next flower, I decided I was going to do this one in the Highland Heather. I'm like, what did I decide to do? That's right, Highland Heather. I had to think about that one. I'm like, what is your decision-making process? Now, I want to go into the middle because we don't want to get stuck where we've got no room to put anything in the middle. So you want to sort of get a few bits but leave a lot of space around, because we can fill that in with smaller stamps in between. So we'll do one here, one down here, and one off the side there. How beautiful is that? So pretty. I'll lift it up so you can see already how gorgeous. Look at the texture in this stamp set. Absolutely in love. Now this one here, yes, I'm going to do the smoky slate. So again, come in with our bigger images. And I love how just beautiful and subtle this is. Oh, as soon as you add the smoky slate, I just takes my breath away. No, I won't sing for you. Too late, Kylie. Already sang. YouTube might ban me for singing. They'll pick it up on Shazam and ban this. So we've got those two. Now I want to come in with the mint macaron with my leaves. And remember, you don't have to stick with typical colours for typical stamps. Oh my goodness, that is just so beautiful. I love the softness of this. It's just so pretty. And we've got one in here. got one over here. So you can see how, you know, if I sort of didn't go into the middle, I would have been a bit stuck. Like, how do I get in here with this stamp? It would have overlapped. So just sort of start outside, but then make sure that you're using the inside as well. And then what we'll do, I won't close these yet because we're going to do our envelope, but just to fill in these little gaps here, and it just brings it all together. It's just use the little tiny stars, and it just sort of creates, like, I don't know, like brings it all together, makes it look like it all belongs in one place together. You don't have to go too crazy, but yeah, just see what your eye thinks. I'll put another one in here. Wherever there's a big space, but you don't want it too close together. Like that, I'll keep white space around it, and that's fine. I might put a little bit over here and a little bit down there. And there you have it. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, heart. Little heart. Look at that. And wait till we layer it. Like, we haven't even layered it yet. So these colours are just going to pop and just look amazing. And of course, you could use any card base. So you wanted, you could go Highland Heather, you could go the Blushing Bride. I'm using the Mint Macaron today, but you could do Smoky Slate. Possibilities are endless. Just pick any colour you want from it, and that can be your base. So we'll do the same thing with our beautiful envelope. I want one that's stamped with Kylie Bertucci on it. I've got to change my stamp because I've got Crafty Kylie still, so I have to do kyliebertucci.com, and I need a new sign behind me as well. So what pretty colours. This is really good not putting away any of your stamps. I am learning slowly. I mean, every time I end up packing up and then I'm like, haven't done my envelope. I haven't done my inside. So we'll do that there. And we'll do beautiful Mint Macaron. And we'll do the Highland Heather. We don't have to do all of them, but that will be a nice little, oh, gorgeous. Then we need this one, Highland Heather. Just absolutely, I'm telling you, you have to have this stamp set. Can't you tell? You're like, I just have to have it. I don't even care if I need it or not. I just have to have it. I want it stat. It is just the most beautiful, elegant, versatile stamp set I think I have seen in a very, very long time. I'm like addicted. And normally I'm not much of a floral girl. I'm not a girly girl. I'm really not. I only do my nails because I do videos. It's like forcing me to have nails done. Otherwise I'd be like, whatever. As Bruna says, she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's not a lady. I try to be. I'm from Queensland. We were kind of in the bush. We grew up with snakes and toads, big spiders. So I'm kind of like a country girl, really. Country girls are very, what do you call it? Non-high maintenance. What's the opposite of non-high maintenance? Very easygoing. Very easygoing. Oh my goodness. If I received this card, I would be so happy. Yay! So we're going to stick that inside. Now we can close everything, because otherwise we'll end up with ink over the project somewhere, and we don't want that, because that has happened plenty of times before, as you know. I think some of you have seen videos with me doing it. And I even have my beautiful chamois ready to go. Do you like that? It's not the chamois, it's chamois. We want to make sure that we give it a tidy. I know this chamois looks really scarily gross, but I'm telling you, look, off, completely off. I stinking love my chamois. Sorry, bit of my hair there. Hair everywhere. Good thing our dog's hair doesn't come out because they're poodles. Otherwise it'd be both of us with hair. 3 of us with hair coming out. And just like that, they're all sparkling clean. Get your chamois. You'll never regret it because it's the best. So how good's that? I'm all tidy. Now all we're left to do is make a little sentiment, and I really love this sentiment. By the way, this is the stamp set I just used. So that's the Painted Seasons stamp set, and we've used just a few of the items. I didn't use the pine cone, but you could totally introduce that to this one because of all the regal colours that I've used. But, you know, isn't this amazing? Like, look at this card and look at this card. Like, unbelievable that the same stamp set can just give off such a completely different vibe. And then the Miss You stamp set also comes from a Sale-a-Bration stamp set that is available to demonstrators now because demonstrators rock. And please don't think that if you're a demonstrator you have to sell like I am. I have a lot on my team that have joined just for the discount, just so that they can get 20% off. Because once you join, you do get a discount. And you never know, with my training and all the help that I provide, you might actually be able to start a little business. Wouldn't that be fun? Or at least be able to pay for all the product that you want to get. That's the goal, isn't it? We don't have to dip into the fund. We just buy it ourselves through our own little pocket money. But I love this one as well. I've used this one quite a few times. And this little Miss You. And this week I've done one with the Lots of Love as well, using the Painted Seasons again, because I love it. And I really want to give you a lot of ideas because then you know I definitely want it. I have to have it. So what we're going to do is do a little Miss You. And I'm using the classic label punch to cut that out because it's absolutely perfect with it. I've got my Versamark and I'll stamp here. I'm trying not to shadow. Maybe if I go this side. We still, oh no, then you won't see me in the camera. There's a lot of shadowing today. One day I will get my lighting just right and I'll be so happy. I think that's literally the last thing I need to work out in this room. And I will be a very, very happy woman. So I've got my Whisper White powder, put that on top. Little tap. You don't want to tap too much because then it does sometimes come off, but you can always tip more back on. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll heat emboss that. Lift it up for you so you can see the magic happen. Oh, check that out. Right before your eyes, the powder melts. And it looks amazing. And I love with punching that you don't have to stress about getting it straight because you can just use your punch to straighten it up. You just look in here and you're like, okay, where is it straight? Yep, that looks good. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Actually, that's good there. So I'll try and get as center as I can, but you know, don't stress if it's not perfect. That's what makes it a handmade card, when it's not absolutely spot on perfect. So that's that. And then we're ready to compile, my favorite bit. I like doing all the stamping, having everything ready to go. And then we can come on in and compile. So as I showed you before, I've got my little mint macaron baker's twine here. Now what I did was, you may have seen this before, but I really loved this, but I just felt like it was a little bit too thick. So all you do is just grab the fibers and pull them apart and then just grab them out. Just give, like I just got 2 of them, and then you just pull, and then you can cut, and then you'll have more fibers left over there. So these are just, you know, a few of the fibers that I grabbed, and you could even like make it smaller again if you wanted to. So make it really fine, just pull it that and have like a completely different look. I like it with just the 2, and I like that it's a bit curly actually. It looks like crimping. But see how beautiful that is? So it's sort of got that idea like the linen thread, that soft, elegant look, because I didn't want anything too thick. And any of our baker's twine does this, and it just helps you to have a different look. So, means more versatility with your baker's twine. Come in with our Tombow, and we'll stick this down. I prefer Tombow because I get wiggle room when I use Tombow, because I never line it up properly. If I use tape, oh my goodness, there would be crooked cards everywhere. Especially when I'm working in such small increments along the edge. I just need that tiny little bit of wiggle room so I can get it perfectly straight without having to stress with the tape. I always ended up ripping it off again, and it would be like this big mess disaster. Whereas with this, I just lay it down and then do a little bit of a wiggle, and it's happy. I shouldn't have stuck that down. Quick, pull it up, pull it up. Yes. I love a quick save. We have to do our beautiful mint macaron thread first. So I probably don't need as much as this, but anyway, I'll go with it and stick it down underneath. Actually, I'll give it a chop. It's going to get in the way. I'm trying to like avoid all the glue underneath. It's like, okay, I just have my hand in glue. Okay, that looks good. And you just want to see where it's going to look, because actually it might, yes, I think it's going to be nicer towards the middle here. Yeah, I think that's actually very nice. So let's just bring this round. I don't think it's going to stay, so we'll get some tape and stick that down. Where's my little tear and tape? Here he is. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can just hold it down and stick this on top, or you can have it stuck there already and then obviously stick it. But I find it really easy to do that. And then I could just pull this along, tear a little bit off, and I don't tear the backing off, there's no need to. Now I'll just check that it's straight on this side, and then before I tape, yep, that looks good. It's all happy then. You'd never know because it's all hidden underneath. Now let's try that again. Like nothing ever happened. You didn't see anything. And again, line that up. And when you make a mistake like this, your wiggle room is a lot less, FYI, because it's very sticky from before. Now we'll get a little bit of dimensionals here. I don't think I've got my strip dimensionals, but that's okay. I'll use the edge. It's very unusual for me. Oh, there we go. We've got an edge here. Yeah, that'll be good. So what you can do is just do a little cut here. So you're using all of your dimensional, but I do have those beautiful long strips, although they are a little bit higher, so sometimes you may not want it that high. And then I'll stick that on there. If you wanted to as well, you could sponge this just to make that pop a little bit more. And in actual fact, what I'm going to do, I stuck it to the thread, but I think it's going to be better if it sticks to the card because it'll have more grip. So it's just going to stick above like that. And you can wiggle this around a bit. So pretty. Oh my goodness. And then we'll stick the inside in. Just make sure it's the right size before I start gluing. Yes, good. Excellent cutting, Kylie. There we go. And there we have it. An absolutely amazingly stunning card, and so simple. We've used punches, We've used some stamping, and it was very simple, just the stamping and ink and bit of baker's twine. Exciting, isn't it? So I'll show you full faced. Hello again. So that you can see this card properly. So here we go. I've got my camera the other way around now, so I'm like, which way do I go? So there we have it. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the envelope to go with it. And this was the before, the template. And of course, as I always say, you know, use them to create a lot more templates, because if you've done one style, may as well change up the color. And I'd love to see all the color variations that you decide on for your cards. Like I said, you could use any color that you want on the base. It doesn't have to be the old olive. It could be Blackberry Bliss or the beautiful Cajun Craze. You might not have used that for a while. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you really liked my card today, and thank you so much for your support here on YouTube. If you want to follow me, make sure you press subscribe and then click notifications, and please check out the links below. If you live in Australia, I would love it if you could join my team or shop with me. We're really, really excited about the new ones joining our team at the moment, especially with this amazing special that's on. I think we've had over 30 people join our team so far in the Crazy Crafters team, and we're hoping you will be one of them as well. So we shall see you very soon for another video. Bye everyone! Have a great day!